All right, hello, geometry geniuses. We have another fairly complicated problem here, but I know you guys can handle this. This is going to use a couple of different skills that you have. Let me just read the problem here. Triangle ABC is a right triangle. Triangle A prime, B prime, C prime has a hypotenuse of 10 after triangle ABC undergoes a dilation by a factor of 2. If triangle ABC has a short leg of 2x and a long leg of 3, what is the length of the short leg of triangle ABC? What? See, that gets kind of complicated. So what I like to do is break it down into steps. I know that I have two triangles here. I've got triangle ABC. That's going to be this guy here. All right, and I'm just going to call him A, B, C. All right, then it says it undergoes a dilation by a factor of 2. That means we're going to make it twice as large. So here we go. We've got, remember, this is called an image and a pre-image. This one here is the image, and so we use the primes on it. All right, so hopefully that triangle looks 2 times larger. And you know, when you're sketching it out on your end of course test or whatever, it's just a sketch. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, now let's see what else they tell me. It always helps to draw the picture. All right, triangle A prime, B prime, C prime has a hypotenuse of 10. All right, now ABC has a short leg, I'm going to call this one the short leg, of 2x, and a long leg of 3. Now, one of the skills we have to have here is, if we know that we dilate by a factor of 2, then what is AC going to be? If A prime C prime is 10, and we took AC and multiplied it by 2 to get 10, then I know that AC is going to be 5. Okay? So I had to use that scale factor to determine the length of the hypotenuse of the smaller triangle, and it's going to be 5. Well, now, if I want to know the length of the short side, how do I find the length of a side on a right triangle if I have two and I don't know the third one? I use the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to say a squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right, so our first step was just to draw the pictures, then use our scale factor to find the length of the shorter hypotenuse. Now I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of that side. All right, so for A, I'm going to call this one A, this one B, and remember the hypotenuse is always C. So I'm going to plug in A squared, that's going to be 3 squared. B squared is going to be 2x squared equals C, which is 5 squared. All right, so now I just have to simplify. 3 squared is 9. Now, when I'm squaring this whole thing, 2x, 2 squared becomes 4, and x becomes x squared. Make sense? 2 times 2 is 4, x times x is x squared. All right, then 5 times 5 gives me 25. All right, now I just have a little equation here to solve. I want to solve it for the variable x, so I want to get x by himself. Anytime I want to get a variable by himself, I have to undo what I'm doing to it. All right, so first I'm going to add or subtract. We kind of use the order of operations in reverse here. So here I have 9. I want to get rid of that 9. If I do 9 minus 9, I get 0, so he'd be gone. But to keep my equation balanced, I have to subtract it on both sides of the equation. So now I'm left with 4x squared equals 25 minus 9 is 16. The next thing I need to do is get rid of that 4. Right now I'm multiplying 4 times x squared. So to undo it, I'm going to divide by 4. That cancels each other out because we know that anytime we have the same number on the top and the bottom of a fraction, when we divide by itself, we get 1. So I'm left with x squared equals 16 divided by 4 is 4. All right, now to undo x squared and just get plain old x, The opposite of that, the opposite of squaring a number, is to take the square root. The square root of x squared is x, because x times x gives me x squared. And the square root of 4 is 2, because 2 times 2 gives me 4. All right, so now I know what x is. So to find the length of the short leg, all right, if the short leg is 2x, what I'm going to do is plug in 2 for x. So the length of the short leg is 4. All right, I hope that helps. Good luck on number 36.